Hello, welcome. This is gonna be an interesting stream that is, my hope. Interesting is always fun. We're just doing some kind of craft. I haven't fully decided what craft yet. Only that... Oh my goodness, I am messing up myself. Only that it's going to be something cool. I have set up for either doing a DIY miniature house or painting. Might go with painting. I don't feel like getting super glue on my hands tonight. And I will be also having music on in the background. This will just be from Spotify, FYI. It's not my music. I don't know if I need to say that, but I feel like I should. Yeah. If you are not comfortable with explicit music, maybe don't have volume all the way up and we'll go from there. But for the most part, it's just going to be the music that is explicit. I don't typically have those words in my vocabulary. So yeah, we'll get started. I will switch this over to my camera. And just let me know if it at all looks like a weird angle or sound quality deteriorates, words, or vice versa. But go ahead and start playing some music right now. It's on the piano music. We'll go ahead and play my favorites, which happens to be a bunch of different artists, but this will help move along time faster, and who knows, like who knows. Okay, so actually let me fix this view because it looks weird. Is that better? I don't know. Not really. Kind of. No, that's okay. That's I'm working on the spot. This is fun. Okay. Alright. So can you guys hear the music okay? I don't want it to be overpowering. Okay. Yeah, let me get this out of the way. I have a canvas. I believe this is a It's the ruler for size. Oh, focus. Hello. Focus. Focus. Okay. Well, it barely fits in the frame here. This is a ruler for size. It's pretty big. Let's get this down. Just a moment while I go get my supplies. I did not set up, so just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, I realized also my camera on my stream was zoomed in. So now you get full view of not my whole table, but maybe half my table. A little show and tell. I got really cool new paint markers from Artist Loft for Michaels, of course. Because Artist Loft is a Michaels brand, if you didn't know that. And I am so excited to use them. I used them on another art piece that is actually for my job, so I can't show it on here. We got water off camera. I got water with a cleaning squeegee thing. We also have modeling paste, which I'm not super experienced with yet, but it's been, from what I've used of it, it's been pretty fun. I have duct tape if I need it. I also have where'd it go? Painter's tape. Oh, and lots of paints. Lots of paints. So I also have a giant brush for size reference. Here's my hand. It's a 1.5 inch flat. Oops, my bad. By the Hobby Lobby brand. Just it was on sale, so I got this. I think I also have a round, but I also have other paintbrushes and palette knives. Yes, here's the other Hobby Lobby. It's the size 18 Filbert. Yeah, just a little bit of show and tell, because I like art stuff, and if you're watching, I hope you like art stuff too. I have that. One thing I have been wanting to do experiments with is doing like mixed media kind of painting, where you use like different medias, of course. So I got the modeling paste. I could do scrapbook paper, maybe find some watercolor crayons, see how that works on canvas. I also have where'd they go? I have gelato paints somewhere. They're around on my desk somewhere. One of the reasons why I'm not playing a game today is because my desk is a mess. And oh, I could do something with this sometime. Let's see. I've just found this canvas that's got all of like the palette paint that I had for another project, and I didn't want to waste it, and Actually, looking at it now, it looks a lot cooler than when it was wet, so that's, I guess, saying something. Oh, you know what we could do is my idea I've been wanting to do for the next episode of my podcast. I say usually, it's only been twice because I only have 2 episodes, is make my own art for the thumbnail / the theme of the episode. So for What Happens in a Dream, the first episode was let me share my screen real quick. So the first episode, this art piece here, the elevator looking with the 2 figures, I did that digitally. Of course I did it, I say of course. I first did it as a hand-drawn piece because I think I work better with physical media more than digital, just because I grew up more so with physical media rather than learn through digital art. It's not a skill set that I possess yet. Same thing with the second episode that just came out April 6th. This is digital. I did start this one also as a physical media. Yeah. So, as patterns will show, and it has now become tradition that I start off drawing something on either canvas or paper and go from there, which I do have paper actually. Oh, that's watercolor. Ooh, I could do toned blue paper, because so this next episode, I haven't released the title of it yet, but it's based around some very experimental ideas, I want to say. It's a very free-form kind of episode. It's definitely different from the other 2, but not all these episodes are going to be the same. And yeah, I know I have regular paper. Hang on a second. All of my pads next to me are either the Strathmore brand or the Canson brand, if you can't tell. And I don't think I've used this. Oh, I've used it very little. Oh, can I introduce you guys to my my animation that I kind of wanted to do? I guess we're just doing a show and tell stream. This is, I don't think I have a name for her because technically she is me. This is inspired by the song Dance on the Moon by Aurora, and it started off as a sketch in my journal that looks kind of like this, but smaller, and it has 4 other figures on either side in different positions. This one I was using alcohol markers, and I I did it in a weird order, and then I traced from here and made all the different poses for her, and I tried to use Adobe Animate, and I'll have to try it again, but I didn't get very far on that one. Oh yeah, here's some notes on what happens. Actually, this is almost a year ago. It's a little over a year ago. That's what... Hey, look at that. The original idea for the second episode of my podcast. I forgot I did it in this notebook. So, yeah, you notice how it's green here, and then it turned out to be purple on this. Actually, wait, hang on. There we go. I have a better picture of it. It turned out to be purple background. I added some text and I made it square so that it worked as a thumbnail for all the other podcasts. We're getting a little off topic. Let's see. I think this is watercolor marker. Oh no, these are the Tombow markers. Fun challenge. Okay, yeah, so this is 5 colors I picked randomly a year ago, basically. It's 6/9/2023. And I wonder, wow, I didn't realize it was that far out. That long ago. That feels like it was like last month. Time flies. So there's the idea. We can sketch something instead of like going full blown on a canvas. I kind of want to go full blown on a canvas just because why not? I do have my palette paper, so this just will act as like my mixing pad. And I do have my markers. And I have tape too if I need it. So let's get into it. I kind of really like this. I really wasn't sure about it, and then I put it away and haven't thought about it until now. I feel like there's something we could do with this, but I don't know what. Well, okay. Oh, I forgot to take off. We got, yeah, I'm really excited about these paint markers. I almost got the Posca pens. I saw those, but I was like, I don't want to spend that much on these because I also am not super familiar with using paint pens, paint markers. I mean, they're just like regular markers, right? But these are more for painting on and writing on canvas. I've always just freehanded it with a paintbrush that's, skinny enough and works for me. I've very rarely used paint markers. Now the question is, what should we paint? Everything keeps dropping. Okay. Oh right, we were going with the idea I had for my podcast. And I feel like that should be oriented like this. And maybe I can even, release the name of what this podcast is and what it's going to have in it. Oh, and I could ask you lovely viewers, whoever you may be, if you are a writer or not. I do have, my submissions are open right now for a poetry after dark segment of my podcast. If you would like, I will put the link in the chats. Okay. If I can spell. There we go. Oh, my bad. I forgot I had a keystroke. But yeah, so basically this is a Google form. I'm not collecting any kind of information except for maybe a poem. You can even give me 2 poems if you want. And all I ask is it's clean, like no bad language or anything. The theme, I don't know if I said it, is poetry after dark. It's here, let me switch over. Basically, it's looking for poetry. It's my fictional dream podcast. I've talked about it on here before, but if you're new here, basically it's What Happens in a Dream podcast. It's on Spotify. The first episode is The First Dreamer. It originally was called What Happens in a Dream, but basically it's just dream fictional podcast centered around dreams and nightmares and just whatever your imagination creates, basically. It's a very imaginative podcast, so whatever you interpret as poetry after dark will go. All I ask is that it is clean. And it technically doesn't need to be yeah, hey, Kason, welcome. Yes, poetry after dark. And funny thing is, it's actually not the name of the podcast. So that's still a secret, still a mystery. I am going to start the thumbnail portion of that tonight if I can actually get to painting, because I feel like I've been talking for way too long. But it's gonna be a segment within the podcast, and I'm very excited. I already have 4 submissions, 2 of mine, and then I had a friend submit theirs, and I'm very excited about it. It looks really good. And if you want to submit an audio piece for you reading out the poem, I'm also I'm also accepting audio formats, so WAV files, MP3s, whatever format you can get me. I do prefer WAV or MP3, and as long as it's clean audio as well. I need clean audio to make it sound good. But if you want to record yourself speaking your poetry out loud, talking your poetry. Wow, Megan, words. That would be fantastic. Yeah, Kason, I'm still waiting on your submission. I have you and Chris. I am come on, give me some responses. But yeah, let me not give you guys a look at the many screens there. So you don't have to be great at poetry. It can even make it like, I don't know, like a one stanza haiku or something. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be cute little like short story kind of, but not like a story, not like a narrative, but words. I don't know how to describe it. Whatever you can get me. I don't have a due date for it anymore. It was like 2 Sundays ago, but it's fine. I don't have a due date. It's whenever you can get it. At the end of the month would be great. Because I want to get everything together for my podcast so I can release it sometime soon. So, but welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. Okay, let's get some. So, get some white in here. I feel like all my podcast thumbnails have to have some kind of blue in them. I think my last one doesn't, but purple, I'm gonna say purple is a, purple is from blue, so it counts. Don't tell me otherwise. Yeah, I like this palette. Okay. Yeah, I feel like if I don't give you like at least a small deadline, like the end of the month, you might not get it to me at all. So that is your deadline, case I know, is the end of the month. It is June, right? What? Yeah, the 4th. Yeah. God, I can't believe it's June already. That's crazy. Awesome. I look forward to reading your poem, sir. Yeah, I like this palette. Okay, I need like a hot pink. No, we'll wait on the pink. We shall wait on the pink. Okay, so the idea is I want, maybe I do it like this. No. Oh, my bad. Do it like this. And then how big is this canvas? What are we talking? Let's see. This. So 12. So 30? No, 20. Math. 20 by 17? 20 by 17? Is that a good measurement? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to just wing it, I think. So I want this here. And that's just gonna go off canvas. We'll work on that. Maybe you guys are getting the whole thought process here. This is what is in my brain. I had the thought earlier and didn't have a chance to put it into paper. Curve. So that's that line there. Wow, it's getting... The sun is setting. It's getting dark outside. Kind of. We'll fix it in post. Okay, so that's gonna be raindrops, but also like words. Right? Okay, and then there's gonna be fallen over here. Oh, maybe like this. And it's gonna go around like this. Perspective on this might be a little, yeah, cartoony. Oh, can you even see what I'm drawing? It's okay, guys. It'll come in. Focus in a second. So that's and then you gotta have the rings to hold the shower curtain. Oh, did I give it away? It's a shower, guys. Hello. Never really good at keeping secrets. This isn't quite what I had in mind, but this is one way to look at it. Okay. Sure. Okay. I think I need to go smaller. Okay, let's see. Let's make you smaller. Can't really erase on canvas. This is fun. Maybe I should draw the shower part first and then go in. Anyone have any tips for wish I need to commission me for what? I'm very limited on my skills, Kason. You need to understand this. Like, this... Sometimes it's hard to put onto canvas what's on my brain. Well, that's kind of gone. Okay, so let's do the body of the shower first. So we'll go like this. Because I gotta have friends. This isn't what my brain had pictured. But we're going with it. Okay, circle around the back. I shouldn't have it be like that large. ring, ring, ring. There's probably too many rings, but this, okay. And then smaller rings in the back. Perspective is my enemy. But this is just a sketch. Okay. And then curtain shall go here. Be fabric-like. Fabric-like. Think like a fabric. Oh boy. I gotta commit. Fantasy art. We'll see. We'll have to see. I'll have to show you that's gone. Painting I just finished. Yeah, I have it on my phone. I could probably text you a picture. I'm pretty proud of it. It was from a previous painting that I had done. Oh, there we go. That's much better. And I fixed it up because it was very dark. Like, the only thing visible on the canvas was a moon that was like in the upper left hand corner, which I did a great job on the moon. Very happy. I should have taken a before picture. But I knew what I had made, like what I had pictured at the time, because this was like a picture from, or an image that I had from a while ago. And so, was it earlier this weekend? Last week, at some point, I pulled it off my wall because I had hung it up. So I was like, I'm pretty proud of this. But then I was like, I can't see this very well. I knew what I was going for, but I didn't know how to accomplish it. So, years later, I picked it up again and basically repainted the whole thing. I still had, it's still dark. Still has the bright moon, but I added silver to it. I redid the whole night sky, so now it had actually, let me go get it. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. So yeah, I did a lot more to it. So, if you can imagine. Ta-da! So basically, I lightened up the sky. I've added in this fade into dark sky because the moon's bright, right? It's gotta shine light. So I added these trees also are pretty new. They're in the same spot that they were before, but I added highlights here. The grass is new. Before it was just dark green. Couldn't tell it was grass. I added the mountains. The mountains are brand new. They weren't here before. I needed something over here. Thank you. And yeah, and then I just splattered effect. But yeah, you can't really see it, but the silver is mostly on the outside of the moon, so it shines somewhat, maybe. Not really. Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty proud with it. But I'm really happy with how I did the trees. I felt very Bob Ross in my dabbing techniques, using this brush, which I very rarely use this brush until I learned, this does the brushy things. So it does brushy things. Boy, but yeah. So now, every time, the water, the moon and the water were the only things you could tell what was going on with this painting before. I really should have gotten a before picture. It's just, this is so much more vibrant, I would say. The tree trunks have the brightness to them because, again, the light I don't know how realistic this part will be, because the tree trunk, the branches might shadow it a little more. But I was like, whatever. It's a fantasy painting. It's fine. Yeah, the splatter was fun too. And then I had done the trees first before I did the splatter, so I had to paint over the trees again that had splatter on them. So it was a little bit of detail here, but again, it's a nighttime scene. The mountains are pitch black here, but that kind of helps with like, oh, there's darkness here. You shouldn't be able to see any more stars. Kind of, yeah. The thought process behind this now. So, yep, there's that. Why is this so much darker now? My lights are on. Oh well. Sorry guys, you have to be in the dark for a little. Yeah. I guess I don't need to go too much into detail on that. We'll go ahead and get the back part of the curtain looped up. Here it kind of looks like I'm drawing smiley faces. And bam. So there's that, and then we got the shower head. Here. And that's going to go like this. Well, that's a fairly tall shower head. It's... yeah. You know what? We're just gonna go for it now. Sometimes I'm better working on the fly. Let me take off my rings. My bracelets. And get my apron on. We're gonna go for it. So I think I should start with I think I'm gonna have it be a yellow background. The thing about acrylic paint is that it can be very forgiving. Fortunately, ooh, this might be too bright. What if I did white with it? Like a baby yellow, like a pastel yellow. This is a very bold color. This will be fun. Yeah, I like having my own playlist on stream. This is much nicer than just listening to whatever, you know, copyrighted or free, like, subscription stuff I have. That's mostly just because I want to listen to 21 Pilots. They're very inspirational. How's everyone? I feel like I've been talking a lot, mostly just because I feel like it's weird to have silence. Has everyone's week been going? I realize it is only Tuesday, but yeah, you know, sometimes it feels like a week already on Monday. I have definitely had some of those. This is, fortunately for me, this is a very quiet week. Have time to do crafty stuff like this and take my crafty stuff. Yes, I'm so excited for September. This is gonna be such a good month, Kason. You have no idea. Did I tell you that I also have Imagine Dragon concert tickets and Glass Animal concert tickets? Sorry if that's a brag. But I am so stoked. It's gonna be a good month. Are you seeing them on the... It is a good year for concert. Yeah, I am very excited. Actually, a week from now I have a concert. And I'm very excited. So... I'm so stoked. Are you seeing them on you don't need to give a date or anything. Are you seeing them on the first day or the second day that they're here? I don't remember if I specifically asked you what day. Same day? Okay, cool. We'll definitely have to like meet up at some point. Yeah, I'm so excited. This album this album is so good. I'm in love. Have you watched all the music videos for it yet? Cuz they're so good. Oh, you watched Lavish? Yeah. What'd you think? That's my favorite. It's just my favorite music video. It just seemed so silly to imagine them like, because they did it. They actually went around in a limousine around Ohio and filmed at different places, and it just seemed so silly. Yeah, definitely. Like, I now want more, like, the behind the scenes of all their music videos, which we probably won't get. I know Oldies Station, well, never mind, I'm not gonna say it because you've only seen Lavish. Yeah, this is such a good album. Like, if I were to rank it, it would be pretty close to how I view Vessel, which is Vessel is like, top album for me. And then it would be, yeah, I'm gonna say it's Vessel, and then it would be Trench. I think Clancy goes above Scaled and Icy. Because I think I like... Well, I like most all their songs. And then Blurry Face, unfortunately. Blurry Face is at the very bottom. Just because... I overplayed it way too much. But Vessel was my like first introduction to them. I do like their like self-titled stuff. Oh yeah, self-titles in there too. Like especially like very very like OG debut self-titled stuff like Forest and Kitchen Sink, like super like very early 21 Pilots, and I really wish that they were on Spotify, but they sadly are not. Yeah, speaking of, Vessel, House of Gold. Oh, and I think, I think I may have told you this already too. One of the reasons why I think this new album is so much like OG and Vessel is because he wrote it all on ukulele. And you can kind of tell because it has like the nostalgia of like him being like on House of Gold, like just him with maybe simple Josh like tambourine sounds. Like it's just him in a him screaming in a mic with a ukulele, and it's so perfect because it's so raw and so emotional. Very good stuff. Never been disappointed with an album though, I will say. Even that includes Blurry Face. When it first came out, it was great. But because it was the only new 21 Pilots that we had in 3 years since before 3 years before he released Trench, it was super overplayed and very poppy. It was very, very much pop. I mean, there are some good songs on there, like Heavy Dirty Soul, Stressed Out, which I know is overplayed, but I like it still. It's still relevant to today for adult life and adulting. We're all stressed out. And then I can still listen to Ride and Chlorine. No, that's Trench. My bad. The Judge. And We Don't Believe What's on TV. I like that one. Yeah, those are probably the only ones. Polarized and Doubt I cannot listen to anymore. Those are long gone. I mean, I can, but they're just kind of meh at this point. Very repetitive, very poppy, and very not, not emotional, I would think. Here's the yellow. So, yep, that's my 2 cents on 21 Pilots. If you haven't listened to their new album, highly recommend. It's very good. My favorite songs, I think I still have Backslide as my favorite song on that album. And then I really like Routines in the Night and Navigating. Vignette is really good too. That one's also on a top tier. Don't know if I quite have connected with it yet. I really like the beat and the melody. Yeah, I think that's as much as I can think for that. Never heard you can bring down my... This one is on the... This is a hit or miss. Wow, okay. Vignette and Lavish, nice. I've heard a lot of people are not a big fan of Lavish. While I can see it, because it is on, like, it's so different for them. I still really like it. As I said, like, Lavish is my favorite music video, and now after seeing it and like listening to the song afterwards, I can, I can't stop seeing them like posing with different signs and covering up words to make sense for the song. Oh, so good. Level of concern. Need you to tell me we're okay. We're okay. Oh, I'm gonna need more blue. It's mixing with the yellow. Understandable, because, I didn't wait for the yellow to dry. Kind of just wanted to put this base down. Okay. But I love too, one more thing about the Clancy album. I love that they did a music video for every single song. I was okay waiting that extra week for the album just to get all of those music videos, because I love music videos. And that's one of, like, my favorite things of, like, picturing when I listen to music. So if the writer, like, take 21 Pilots, if they're like a visual writer, like they have a song that is very emotional or like powerful, has a story to it, like I can't help but picture my own like music video in my head, which I know probably sounds weird. I don't know if anyone else does it, but like that's really how I kind of fall in love with songs, really, is like if I have a really good song that okay, cool, glad I'm not alone in that. But like if it's a really good song and I have it on repeat and it's like I like all the lyrics, I know what the lyrics mean, like a music video constantly plays in my head, whether it's one that they've created on YouTube that just I've seen millions of times, or if it's just starring me in the middle of the music video. Yeah, I love it. Music's awesome. I love that it can like make you. I love that it's inspiring. In like any kind of aspect, like how people see sounds as colors, it's kind of like that, only it's in my head and it's a music video. It's not necessarily like always live action. Maybe sometimes it's animated. Not really. That's never really. But for the case of what I said earlier in the stream, I don't know if you were here or not, Kaysen, but I have wanted to do an animation, like a little tiny animated short for, was it Dancing on the Moon or Dance on the Moon by Aurora, because I created a little I'm gonna have to search it, hang on. Dance on the Moon by Aurora. Because all I could see now is like someone, and technically it's me in the image that I drew because I like drawing characters with curly hair. What? You know, crazy. It's such a coincidence. But it's basically it's like this character is just dancing on the moon, and you can see, as the lyrics say, it's like I can see time looking through my window watching me dance on the moon, and like it's just that's what's come to my head is seeing yourself or myself on the moon out the window. Wow, I don't think I've ever explained that out loud. So hey, welcome to the stream where Mythical Book Dragon shares all of her inner thoughts. You know, it's the art does this, music does this to me. It's just, you know, it's constantly all the time on the head. That's why I listen to other people talking while I try to go to sleep. It's a reference to me listening to podcasts or audiobooks at night sometimes. Okay, so there's the shower curtain. Somewhat. We're gonna add detail, but I needed to block it out, so I had an idea. So be a line here, maybe here, 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 here. Now we're just making it up. We're just going with the flow. Going with the flow. Flow, 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 flow. Yeah, because we need it to go like this. I told you, we're gonna wing it when we're painting because sketching was not working for me. I just need this to get out of my brain. I'm really happy that I had the image for it though, and I had so many. I should have wrote it down. Oh, is it crooked? It is. Only a little bit. It's fine. We're going to draw a faint line like this to connect it to the other side. There we go. And then we're gonna have, where is, I need pencil. We're gonna have the shower curtain. Oh, okay, Kaysen. Thanks for stopping by. What time is it? 9 o'clock. I don't know how long more I'll be streaming, but thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I will talk to you later. Bye. Let's see. Bye. I need it higher. I need it because I want it to be, let's see, let's go up here. Maybe. Just a maybe. Gosh dang it, why is this so hard? Okay. My water is green. There we go. There we go. Sure, we'll go with that. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need lots of light blue, but it'll be fine. It'll all work out. Also, Benson Boone is really good too. If you guys haven't listened to his stuff, highly recommend. Where did my white go? Yeah, he blew up from beautiful things that he posted and teased about for like a good month on Instagram, for me at least. And I really wish I missed getting tickets to see him in concert, and was a little bummed because I think he would have been awesome in concert. Saw Livingston in concert. He blew up around the same time that I found Benson. But oh my gosh, amazing voices, amazing talent. It's been a good year for music. As I said earlier with chat earlier, is like this year has been release after release, like with Imagine Dragons coming out with a new album, 21 Pilots came out with a new album, as we were discussing earlier. Glass Animals is coming out with a new album. It's been 4 years basically since Dreamland, which is one of my favorite albums, just because it is very closely related to, or like very close to the idea that I had for my dream podcast. Like, it was part of one of the inspirations for my dream podcast. I had already been thinking about it at the time, because I had to think of a project for my capstone project for college, and that's when I was starting to think about my podcast. So that album was a huge encouragement to, like, hey, I'm not the only one with this idea. It was kind of crazy too, like, listening to some of those lyrics. I was like, wow, same brain. Okay, so let's see. We still have to have the shower rod, which will probably be, where's my pencil? It'll probably be with a pen marker. I need to go. Oh, that's wobbly. Oh, can't draw on canvas with the pencil. But basically just right above the curtain. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do about this shower curtain. Or the shower head. Because I basically need it to go like this. Oh, that might work. Ooh, that might work. Yeah. Okay. I think I have a solution, guys. I need more yellow and white. Noah Kahan is also really good in concert. And the reason why I'm painting this yellow once more is because I can still see the pencil lines. You probably can't from on camera. You definitely can't from on camera. But I can see it, and I know it'll annoy me later on, so I am fixing it now. Because that is not what I am doing for the shower head anymore. So I think I'm at a good point to where I can start talking about what this is, I think. And if you're watching this later, hello. To you on YouTube, I believe is I'll be posting this shortly onto YouTube. But essentially this is the idea. That I'm making a thumbnail for my next podcast episode, because I've been meaning to do it for a while. I usually have been, as a tradition now, because this will be the third time and it'll lock it in, is do it however way I can as a physical format, because that just helps my brain when I convert it to a digital media. So like Adobe Fresco or Procreate or something like that on my iPad. This just helps my brain visualize my own image that I wanted to put on the thumbnail, for like the thumbnail. So I had kind of almost really this morning I had a vision of what I wanted this thumbnail to look like, and I didn't have time to necessarily draw it out, and it's kind of faded. I know what it is. I know what I want. I really should have wrote it down. I was at a red light. I should have done it. Anyway, it's over. It's done with. I am past it. But essentially this, like, getting it is kind of solidifies the idea, but it also helps me, like, if I wanted to make changes to it, I could, and like once I do it like a physical media here, like on this canvas, and then I take a picture and recreate it basically through tracing it on digital platform, I can make as many changes as I need to, fix the perspective, because it's not perfect. I'm not really aiming for it to be perfect. I just want it to be as close as possible to the vision in my head, which this is getting pretty close, I will say. I have started the idea. I don't know when I will finish the idea. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Just gotta wait for paint to dry, and that's the test right there, is the patience and waiting for paint to dry. Covering up all these pencil marks is definitely a test in and of itself too. But it's working. I can barely see them. Because I want to get this background as close to what I want as possible with the color. We'll see if it'll stay yellow. You guys saw it here first, it's yellow. When I finish this, whether it be on this canvas or in a digital format, I will definitely share it on all my social medias, which, by the way, if you want to stay up to date on all the things that I want to keep up with, like crafts like such as painting, or whenever I start streaming again, I will, like more frequently too, I will post on my Instagram account at the Mythical Book Dragon. If you want to get updates on when I release podcast or have updates about the podcast that I've been working on, that is going to be What Happens in a Dream on Spotify. That podcast is there. I also have a playlist of all the dream songs that have essentially inspired me to and led me to what is now like the first and second episodes. That's on Spotify, so What Happens in a Dream. And then on Instagram, that podcast account is WHIAD podcast on Instagram. That's basically what the initials of the title. YAD if you so desire. So and then also, I think I talked about it earlier in the stream. I actually should pin that link. Hang on, let me just try and do that real quick. Pinned now is the Google form that I have created to ask for submissions for the podcast episode that I'm creating now, for poetry. Whether you're a poet or not, whether you just want to write a little, maybe 2-stanza story. It doesn't have to rhyme, or it doesn't have to follow any kind of like poetic nature. You could submit it to the Google form, and I will use it. I will try and use it in my podcast. I have 4 already that I'm planning to use. I am looking for more. The theme is poetry after dark. You can interpret it as however you would like. I would like it to be clean language, English language, clean. And if you are up to a little bit extra, not for extra credit or anything, although you might get more of a mention on the podcast towards the end for credits, you can record yourself saying the podcast. Here, let me switch to me. So if you want to record yourself, clean audio is appreciated, WAV file or MP3, whatever is easily the most available, that is also available to be uploaded. I have a way for you to do that as well. It's in the same Google form. But just looking for anyone who is willing and wants to write poetry. It's just a creative, think of it as like a creative exercise. Like, you don't have to be an expert. You don't even have to like poetry. You can just write like whatever's on your mind. Again, poetry after dark, up for interpretation on whatever you think comes to mind. Like, I have I'll give you guys a little sample. I have I just touched paint on my elbow. I have a haiku with like 7 or 8 stanzas about a glow star on a chair. So it's totally up to you. It's just basically like anything about, however you want to interpret it. Like, you know, I'm not gonna give you any ideas. Just so you can have your own creative freedom. You don't have to go by anything of what I say. Anything goes. It is an imagination podcast, fictional. Just want it to be clean language is all I ask. So, yeah. I really appreciate any and all submissions. I'll also link the Google form in the episode description, so the link will be down below. And if you like any of this content or the podcast, please consider following, subscribing. I am the Mythical Book Dragon, aka Megan, and my podcast again is What Happens in a Dream. I believe I have that uploaded to Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts and YouTube. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a very fun podcast. I've really enjoyed it, making it and thinking of it. It's really nice to have it come out of my brain. As I like to tell people, is like, it's finally coming out of my brain. It's been in here for 4 years and then some. So I'm very excited for it to come out. Plus, I really like just creating things with audio and somewhat having a visual with it, but like when I first got introduced to sound design, it was a lot of fun just creating a story with sound. So, all right, we're gonna go back to this view, and I will do a little more, and then I think I might call it a stream. Yeah, we'll probably go for like 30 more minutes and end about 10 o'clock. So, thank you guys for staying with me. If you have been here for, you know, being here, I guess. The later it gets, the weirder I get. So, thank you for sticking with me. Yeah. So this is a shower curtain. If you haven't heard me say that yet, basically, I have realized that my episode thumbnails have had some kind of theme on blue, so I'm trying to keep with that theme now. This is the 3rd episode, and I think blue will tie in nicely with this episode, but also with all the other ones to come. So I think it's just, you know, whatever works for the story. I'm not quite sure about the yellow anymore, but we're gonna keep going, you know, trust the process kind of shindig here. Gonna create, that made that white gross looking. The bathtub, which I think will go like this. Not perfect. I'm not aiming right on the apron. I'm not necessarily aiming for perfection right now. I'm just trying to put the image in my head on paper and go from there. And this is shaping up to be pretty close to that picture, I will say. I did want, you know, like one of those cartoon, like you see these in movies, like the bathtub with the curtain, the shower freestanding, like shower curtain dealio. I don't even know where these kind of, like maybe small apartments, like you have a big, it's like separate bathtub, like away from all kinds of walls in the bathroom, and yeah, no, I'm just rambling. this will help with maybe the bottom of the curtain. I don't have to worry about it so much. It is crooked. That's there. Oh, yay, okay. And then we're gonna do it in a white kind of make it easy to paint over if I need to. We're gonna go like this, and the shower will come from the floor. Sure, we'll do that because we gotta have the faucet here, right? All right. Up. Okay, and then there's gonna be, it's not realistic in any way, but it's gotta be somewhat realistic. I say realistic, not perfect. Not perfect, Megan, not perfect. But it's okay. We're not aiming for perfection. We are not. As much as I would like to have it perfect on the first go, it's just not possible. And I know that's because it's just, it takes practice. You know, it's the famous saying, practice makes perfect. I heard that a lot when I was playing piano. And it does help. Practice does help. Helps a lot. Okay. Cool. That is pretty close to my yes. To my brain. Yeah, actually, this is pretty close to what I was hoping for. Yay! We're getting somewhere. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, let's get some more white, I think, in the background, because this yellow is not looking so good for me anymore. Of course, I'm gonna use a tiny paintbrush. Okay. What if I did green as the background? Oh, okay. I might have to clean up my water before I'm done here. What am I thinking about? Green. That could work. I don't know if I want a green background. Yeah, we're gonna go back to white real quick. Ooh, what if I did purple again? I feel like I need to do purple again. Kind of just to connect them all together. That's my secret ingredient, is like having all of the is that a spoiler? I don't know. Having all of the episodes of my podcast connect together. And I cannot wait for you guys to see all the Easter eggs. Yeah, and eventually I think I might write or like I don't know if I could do it or not, but like publish all of the art and works, or like the Word documents and like the writings that I did for this podcast, just to, you know, if it ever becomes like big, I don't know, I'm optimistic. Well, we'll see. We shall see what happens. I need lots of white. Might have to buy more white. Yeah, I'm excited to be sharing this with you guys. I will maybe reveal, unless you guys can guess now, what the title of the next episode is going to be, but I'm excited, can't wait to reveal it at a later time. I don't think I'm going to do it tonight, just because I'm not quite ready there. Like, I haven't started doing a majority of my recording that I need to do, mostly just because I haven't finalized a script yet, or the people to help me read said script. So I'm gonna wait maybe another week or so before I release the official name of the episode. If you guys want to guess, you are welcome to do so. Just leave a comment, and you'll have to wait till the review to see if you're correct. No, I might announce it if someone guesses what the episode name is. I'd be surprised if someone were able to get it, but I don't know. Hey, it's, you know, it's up to whatever. I don't even think I've told people in my inner circle what the name of it is yet. But we're getting somewhere, that's for sure. At the end of the world, where the locals do the tango twirl. Okay, yeah, sorry guys, I'm being a little quiet. This will never run out of ice, because just around the block. Where the locals do the tango twirl. Okay, well, that's somewhat better. Yeah, I think the yellow was getting to me. I wasn't caring for it too much. I definitely think like a lavender color might be good. That, or like a pink color, maybe? We shall see. We shall see, indeed. I don't want to lose where the shower head is. It took a while to get to that point. Meetings with my roadies. The arrangements are complete. That's your redundancy. Okay. Oh, got a nice little top-down view here. Oh, what would be cool is if I used the modeling paste to 3D the shower head. I might. It's a good idea, Megan. I probably won't remember, but it's fine. Okay. It's good. Okay. I got paint all over me. But that's why I wear my apron. Very helpful. I feel like I lost the shower curtain a little bit. Matt Mason's so good. Still waiting for his next album. This is a song that is on my Dream playlist, actually. Mostly just because it has the second half of this song, this track is called Lawless Dream. Also, this is just kind of like a, lost in your head kind of like mentality, like, oh, here I am with all my thoughts trapped, like, Routines in the Night, 21 Pilots, hey, Connection, which I think I also put on that playlist. Very inspirational. Yeah. It's got some weird songs on the playlist. Actually, you guys wanna hear the weirdest song on that? No, I'll just tell you, because I don't have the hands to change it right now. It's called Ponderous. I don't remember who it's by, but it's just very, like, weird. It's the best way I can describe it, is just being weird. A coworker of mine recommended it to me, and because it's such a unique song, you don't hear much of it like it these days, and so I added it to the playlist because I was like, oh yeah, that definitely is like something that fits within the wheelhouse of, the weirdness, and like anything can kind of happen to my podcast. So yeah, you should, if you like listening to new music, or like themed music, or just want to hear the inspirations behind my Dream podcast, that is the playlist, the What Happens in a Dream playlist by Mythical Book Dragon. You can follow me on Spotify too if you want. Not that I change much on what I listen to, so yep. Yeah. There we go. That looks better. We're getting there. I see the vision. Yeah. Alright. I think I there. I gotta wait for paint to dry, and my details now is gonna need to be on a second layer, so I can cover up all the yellow. Doesn't mix with the purple. That would not be a good combo. Purple and yellow? Oh no. No thank you. Okay. Well, that is that. So, thanks again for coming to the stream. I appreciate you guys all being here, and I will look forward to the next time around. Thanks. Bye.